Evgeny Prudnik versus Todd Hutchings. Both of them have started rapping about each other, but one of them is going to get their head rubbed on August 6th, and I believe that person is going to be Todd Hutchings. Welcome to the video, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. We have seen multiple times that Todd Hutchings likes to rub the heads of their opponents after he defeats them, especially if the opponent is younger, and everyone is younger than Todd Hutchings. And Evgeny Prudnik has also started a similar trend. He rubbed Matt Ma's hair, and he also told everyone that Matt grew hair after that. So there is no doubt that someone is getting their head rubbed in this super match. Let's first start with the physical stats of both the athletes. Todd Hutchings, USA, 55 years old, 180 centimeter, about 5'11", almost 5'11", weight is 100 kilos, but this match is at a weight cap of 107 kilos. It is a 110 kg title match, but the weight cap is 107 kilos as Todd Hutchings wanted it to be. And bicep 44 centimeter, 17.3, forearm 15 inches. So let us now talk about Prudnik's physical stats. Ukraine, 34 years old, 6'1", 110 kilos, going to be 107 for this match. Bicep 19 inches, forearm 19 inches. I don't think this measurement is correct. There is no way Prudnik has a 19-inch forearm. So again, Prudnik is going to be a bigger man in this match. Let's talk about their last super matches. Todd Hutchings lost to Zoloev at East versus West, won 3 pins to 2, but then he beat everyone else. Corey West, Chan Shaw, Corey he defeated 3-2 I think, Chan Shaw 3-0. Yordan Sonev at East versus West 2, 3 pins to 0, very dominant win in a hook. Irakli Zirakashvili, very dominant side pressure win 3-0. Lachlan Adair before that, 6 pins to 0. So Todd has been dominating, and there are more matches that I didn't mention here. Prudnik does not have many super matches in these past 2 years, so we are going to talk about his top 8 performances. He defeated Ongarbayev 4 pins to 2. The 2 pins that he lost, he tried to top roll instead of hooking, maybe trying something new. And he defeated Matt Mask very easily. He defeated Morozov comfortably. He lost to Tobias Sporong, and he lost to Vitali as well in the top 8 2019. The Tobias Sporong match, by the way, was left-handed, so it doesn't matter much. Prudnik's strong arm, his money arm, is his right arm. If we talk about their strengths, Todd Hutchings' strength is his hook, endurance, and world elite top class side pressure. If we talk about the strength of Prudnik, hook and his endurance, Prudnik also has a very good top roll, but it is not elite in the class, but still very good and better than Zoloev. I think we are going to talk about that in the video. And if we talk about their weaknesses, Todd Hutchings' clear weakness is a top roll. I'm not saying it is very easy to top roll him, but there is absolutely no other way to beat him. You have to top roll him, or you have to open top roll or king's move him. I think it is about the same thing, but you have to take his wrist to beat him. And not only that, you have to take his pronation as well. You need to turn him palm up slightly, if not completely, depending on your cupping abilities and side pressure. Prudnik's weakness can be a top roll, and Todd Hutchings does not have a top roll that Ongarbayev had in that super match at top 8. So let's talk about the common opponents that these two have faced. Yordan Sonev, and Todd Hutchings defeated Yordan Sonev easier than anyone thought, maybe even Todd Hutchings thought. So 3-0, very comfortable in a hook. And when we talk about Prudnik faced him in 2018, and that match was very close in a hook. Prudnik was not able to pin Yordan Sonev. He had to intentionally elbow foul to get out of that situation. So weird situation here. Of course, both of them have leveled up since then. Irakli Zirakashvili, Todd defeated Irakli 3-0 very comfortably. Prudnik did not face Irakli, but he faced him, or practice pulled him, and he himself told everyone that Irakli is on a very similar level of strength compared to himself. It is just that his technique is better, so he can beat Irakli. And if we look at these two pulls, Sonev and Irakli, Todd Hutchings seems to be the favorite. Then if we talk about Zoloev in that 2021 super match against Todd Hutchings had nothing for him inside the hook, but he top rolled him to get the victory 3 pins to 2. And Prudnik did not face Zoloev recently. I think the most recent match that I was able to find was in 2016, and Zoloev beat Prudnik in a hook in that match. So again, even the third match seems to be favoring Todd Hutchings in that match. Then why am I saying that Todd Hutchings is getting his head rubbed? We're going to talk about that as well. Rustam Babayev, another common opponent. Both of them faced Rustam way ago. So Prudnik faced him in 2019, I think, or 18, later part of that year, and Todd Hutchings way back. So it is not really relevant, but this is one match in favor of Prudnik. Prudnik just stonewalled Rustam Babayev, and Todd Hutchings got flashed 6 times by Rustam Babayev. So almost all these situations tend to lead us to believe that Todd Hutchings may be the favorite to win this match, and it is clearly shown in the polls as well. In every poll that I have seen, Todd Hutchings is about 65% favorite, if not more, to win the super match, which I believe is absolutely crazy. I might ask, on what basis? How can Todd Hutchings be suddenly favorite over the regarded number 1 arm wrestler at 110 kilos in Evgeny Prudnik? This just does not make any sense to me. Well, I said all the polls except for one, maybe Engin Terzi's Facebook polls. And I think even if I create a poll on my channel, Todd Hutchings will be the favorite, but definitely not 65% on my channel, because my channel has a lot of balance with European and North American arm wrestling audience. So Prudnik did say about 6 months ago that he's going to beat Todd Hutchings in a hook as well. That was crazy stuff. So I too believe that Prudnik has a chance to beat Todd everywhere, including a hook. But for that, he will have to be really explosive and take Todd to his own winning side. If Todd gets in this position, in that chicken wing position as Corey Miller likes to call it, he's unstoppable in that position. I don't think Prudnik can dig out of that situation inside the straps. Outside of straps, I think from everywhere and anywhere, Prudnik can just do a can opener on Todd Hutchings. So I don't think even in a hook, Todd can beat Prudnik without the straps. He needs the straps. But if inside the straps, Prudnik wants to win in a hook, he needs to be really fast to take Todd off center. We have seen that Todd is unbeatable in the hook, but he's always in that offensive position, or at least in the center of the table. If Prudnik is fast enough to take Todd here, we have never really seen Todd here in that palm up bicep position trying to hold his opponents in a hook. I'm not sure if Todd is as strong in that position as he is in this position, and Prudnik's speed can definitely allow him to take Todd Hutchings there, and then the match will be exciting, and I think Prudnik can easily win from there. If the match ends up like this, in a strap, Todd is in this position, I think Prudnik should be smart enough to lay down. Todd Hutchings is not going to lay down and concede the round under any condition. We have seen that Todd Hutchings is stubborn enough not to slip from his opponents. So conceding a round is absolutely nowhere near Todd Hutchings' book of arm wrestling. He's not going to do that. And we have seen that Todd Hutchings recently learned to slip by going backwards. He never used to do that. If he did that against Zoloev, maybe he would have won that match, but he tried to keep hooking. If he tries to do that stuff to Prudnik, that match is going to look like complete mismatch. The only way Todd Hutchings has any possibility to win in this match is by going backwards as soon as the ref says go in round 1. Anything forward trying to catch Prudnik is going to be a very bad disaster for Todd. And if we look at the previous matches of Todd Hutchings, almost all the guys except for one, maybe Chanshaw, all the guys that Todd beat were hookers. They were falling into Todd Hutchings' spot. And I'm not saying Prudnik is not going to go there. Maybe he won't. Maybe he's going to just try to flash Todd sideways with a top roll. But we have to know that Prudnik also doesn't lose in a hook. That is also some weird stuff. Yes, he lost in a hook when he was 90 kilos, but I have not seen, and I cannot believe that this version of Prudnik is going to lose in a hook easily to anyone in this world. And Todd Hutchings, yes, he beat Irakli and Chanshaw. Those two were top rollers, but Irakli was going backwards and then sideways. That is not going to work against Todd Hutchings. Just like Zoloev went straight sideways with a cupping and pronation, Prudnik can do the same and even better. So I have no reason not to believe that Prudnik can do the same what less than 90 kilo Zoloev did to Todd Hutchings. I think he can do the same. Maybe Zoloev was 92. So this match I think is going to go 3-0 in Prudnik's way, and that should be a very comfortable win. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share this video with someone who thinks like you. My name is Pradeep, and we'll see you again.